Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back. We're here with another Dawnless Days battle for you today, and this is part of a mini-series that one of my subs is recreating, and it is as Sauron is losing power in Middle-earth. The men of the East want to break free and have their own independence, and Harad and the Easterlings are trying to do just that. We have the Black Serpent Rangers here, focusing down. Looks like some Dunland horse raiders as they came by, but yes, we have Easterlings and we have Harad joining together to take on Mordor and their only loyal ally left in Middle-earth, Isengard. So it seems as though, as I said, with Sauron losing power to various defeats, some of his allies are starting to doubt his strength and his power. But not quite Isengard yet. They have not changed sides. Yeah, so we've got a glorious 2v2 going on here. And we're going to see how this one goes down. It's yeah, like I said, it's part of a mini-series, so I'm going to try and get as many of these parts out as possible. Obviously, it's dependent on when, like, they can get their scenarios and their battles done. But yeah, it should be a really, really fun battle and a really fun little mini-series to do. So I'm really excited to see how this one goes and, like, what they have planned. But yeah, so this is I guess, like, an initial fight just going on in, I'm not exactly sure where we are. We're not certainly in Harad, so it seems like we must be fighting somewhere maybe like in like Gondor perhaps, maybe like this is where the initial rebellion takes place. It's just like as they're on the march, Harad and Eastlings change sides in camp. Yeah, you can see Orc pillagers chasing down these Serpent Rangers, really trying to get these guys. And we also have Dunland with his horse raiders coming back. I mean, these guys are actually pretty good. If you charge them in, they could have charged those Serpent Rangers. They would have been safe. They would have been okay. There was some cav I saw as well retreating, but that seems to have gone a long way back. Yeah, those Serpent Guards really retreated. They would have been handy just to cover their retreat. That is for sure. Yeah, here they come. I mean, these are very light horse skirmishers. They are going to be really quick, and they're actually going to javvy the Serpent Rangers. I don't know if that's the best idea. They would have been better just to run them down. Here they come. Through the forest.
Our ally is attacked. Should we aid them?
And here they come. In they go. They're going to start to run these guys down. And they're jabbing them down at point blank range. Jeez. Yeah, this is going to be pretty brutal, I think. It wasn't a great charge on the Serpent Rangers. They actually kind of managed to run out of range of them. But even still, they probably aren't going to win this fight, I imagine. I don't know. These guys are... The horse raiders do have terrible morale. Yeah, look at that general coming in, and he's going to rout these two units very easily. And the Serpent Rangers did take some casualties, but not too many. Nothing to worry about too much. But here we go. Orcs have arrived. A little scouting party made up of some pillagers, taking on. This looks like some Haradrim spears and some Serpent spears. And we've got a Duna and a Corey already being sent in. I mean, shock infantry here. The Orc pillagers would probably beat the Serpent spears. Shock infantry versus spears. Shock usually does win. But very early to see a Duna and a Corey being sent in. Their big double-handed swords with their glorious armor. It's going to cut through these guys. I mean, yeah, pillagers already starting to lose. I mean, you could, if you wanted to, just get the cav and just flank around. But it seems we've got more Orc pillagers starting to arrive here. Out of the forest. And they look like they're going to get charged by some Serpent Guards. So that's going to be pretty painful there. Eastlings yet to be engaged. It looks like Mordor and the Eastlings having a bit more of a standoff. I mean, this is also Mordor here. But, so I guess Isengard's been a little bit slow as well. Bar his horse raiders. Yeah, here we go. Those Serpent Guards, they're rushing up. They're trying to catch these Orc pillagers. And they're going to run into the backs of these ones. So I guess that's something, but it's not really their intended target. And these guys are caught in a sea of Orcs. But yes, if you're enjoying Dawnless Days and would like to see some more of it and more Lord of the Rings content generally, do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're new around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, it really does help out the channel. We're working towards 7k subs. I'm not sure exactly when we'll get there, but hopefully we'll get there soon rather than later. And yeah, it just really helps out the channel if we can get towards 7k. Serpent Guards and, well yeah, the Serpent Guard General and just the basic cavalry unit routing these Orc pillagers. They are getting surrounded and are wavering really early on. 178 men, or orcs I should say, and they break. I mean, these orcs clearly are not that bothered about having some man flesh. Maybe Eastern man flesh tastes funny compared to the Western Gondor man flesh. Who knows? I'm not a man in the I don't know my my way around the delicacy of man flesh, but I'm going to take that as the reason why. Baiting the steps over here, routing the remains of these orc pillagers, making sure they are gone for good. We have got trolls over here. Got some mountain trolls of Mordor being set up. Seems as though the Witch King is finally arriving here. Look at this. Witch King arriving out of the mist. Oh, it's glorious. It actually is. The Witch King coming out of the fog here. Also, like, Mordor. Oh, boy. Look at this. That looks glorious. It actually does. This mod is glorious. I mean, with the fog and, like, I'm coming out. Oh, my gosh. It looks great. It really does. 10 out of 10. Yes, it's got Morgul Legion on the west. So it does seem like Mordor's coming up bit by bit. I mean, they have got an entire army in here, and this army is hidden. There's a lot of Orc warriors in here. They've got Uruk archers, Uruk throng. I mean, they can see some of them, so I'm sure the enemy, the opponent knows that the army's there. But yeah, numbers are certainly on the side of Isengard and Mordor, as they should be. But I'd say like things like cav and shock infantry, especially, and pikes and polearms, certainly going to be on the side maybe of the men of the East. I mean, it looks like it. I mean, Isengard actually has got some good pikes, to be fair. Doesn't seem like they brought any sort of really elite pikes for Mordor. Morgul Legion are pretty good, but I mean, they're probably a match to the Easterlings. And the Grenadiers, though, they're going to do some damage. These White-Hand Grenadiers, they certainly shall do damage. We've got Runic Archers. Here's just some basic Runic Archers. They are just focusing down these pikes as they arrive. It's a pretty, like, they're a pretty okay unit. Don't often see them being brought, but it's nice to see them here today. They do look very cool. Give them a volley, boys! There you go. Nice little volley. I mean, they're just doing a little bit of damage here and there to the pikes. Not really doing that much damage here. Killing, I mean, kill a few here. But I mean, as soon as they start to get through the armor, they will do damage. That is for sure. But yeah, it seems as though the spears came out with relatively okay losses. I mean, they lost about 50 or so men. Archers and shock and stuff like that still looking very much intact. They're doing a already there. Oh my god, these guys have so much chevrons. They lost 10 or so men. I mean, most lost about 10 to 20 men. These are doing a Corey. So they lost quite a lot. I mean, the pikes are starting to die now, though. But yeah, so I mean, but these guys are still really, really strong. They should do okay. I mean, we've got archers over here as well. These guys firing. This will be a pain. Just being shot at by rangers you can't even see, but you can see where the arrows are coming from. So it's not like it's gonna be impossible to see them. The rangers in the forest, though, it does look really nice. It does look really good. And it looks like, I mean, are we going to see the Grenadiers? I thought we were going to see the Grenadiers go in there, but it does look like we got some White-Hand Stormers being sent in. They're going to try and scare out the troops of Harad. And you can see, oh, I mean, it's just looking good. I'm like gobsmacked at like how gorgeous this can look in the fog. It really can. Oh, this mod it looks great. Pikes now are starting to get weakened. We had some White-Hand Stormers as well rushing up there. They then changed their mind. But yeah, all the Uruks going into the forest. This could be dangerous for them. They need to be careful going in here. There are a lot of rangers, but I mean, there's Cav as well waiting back here. There's Javies and stuff as well. It's a bit of a standoff at the moment. Both sides not really sure exactly what they're to do. I mean, Harad holds a pretty nice hill, and they do hold all the positions really over the Orcs and the Uruks. So, I mean, it is for the Orcs and the Uruks really to try and make something of this. Certainly would be trying to get around this spear line. I mean, I don't know what this spear line is exactly trying to do here. He needs to straighten that out, make that longer. Yeah, the pikes here are going to just... They look like they're going to go in on the flanks here. They need to be careful. There's a bait in the step here waiting. They could stretch these guys out a lot further. It's a really handy thing you can do with it is just stretch out units, snake them. That are... Uruks just waiting in the forest. The Uruk raiders and stuff. Why they haven't fallen on the rangers, I don't know. But the cav is coming around. They need to be careful. This is all sword infantry here. These guys are very vulnerable to cav. Oh, well, we got about to have a general fight here. We've got Serpent Guards and we've got the Witch King all about to go in. Maybe, but there is also a big assault here from Isengard and a bit of Mordor as well. And here we go. Berserkers, Pillagers. all the shock going in. They're going to try and break through the spear line anyway. And in they go with their big, crude swords. Oh, jeez, that guy getting butchered there. Got on by his serps, and they should rout those orc pillagers pretty easily. It seems like the cav did change its mind. It saw the general getting supported by pikes, which it rightly should be, and it's okay now. They're gonna retreat. They're not gonna do anything. Rangers also retreated out of the forest. I do apologize, just sneezing through the entire video. But yeah, there you go. And we've got Muhad hunters coming up, and they're gonna get rushed by raiders. These guys are not gonna be able to set up in time. These raiders are gonna catch them. And the Javies are going to get caught out. They need to get out of there. Yeah, they are. They're getting butchered. There's a few that did get caught. And now we've got Aduna and Nakori coming in, and these guys should rip through the raiders. These guys are light infantry up against heavily armored, double-handed swordsmen. Oh boy, these guys are going to get butchered. I imagine anyway. And they're getting Javi support of the Aduna and Nakori. It's going to be easy, you imagine. Let's have a look. Oh, and they got a great charge as well into the back with the Serpent Guard. Oh my gosh, yeah, these Uruk Raiders did not expect this. Put it like that. They were not expecting such resistance back here. But yep, they have just been routed, and that's a big waste there for Isengard. Lost 2 handy units early there. We've got Berserkers as well, already losing. Pikes as well, starting to be beaten. And here you go, Mordor has appeared from the forest. Pike's being broken. Pike's been beaten here by Aduna and Nakori. I don't know how they're quite managing this, but they are. There you go. They've been forced to retreat. I mean, probably rightly so, but they were winning, in fact. They didn't need to necessarily retreat there. Got Grenadiers coming forward. Oh, boy. Here we go. Eastlings getting blown to smithereens by Grenadiers of Isengard, and they're going after Aduna and Nakori now, which is a really good target. Oh, actually, I say they are. I don't know if they are, really. They're firing this big blob of Loki rim. They need to go after the Aduna and Nakori. But yeah, certainly these units here can just devastate unit. This, like, one Grenadier can devastate, like, its line. I mean, they're going after spears, I think, as well. They really shouldn't. A lot of pressure now coming on this flank here. Cav flanking in, trying to do as much damage as possible. Uruk infantry here, losing decisively. And we have the trolls being mobilized, mountain trolls now in here. We have no Olokai today, but the mountain trolls should be just as much of a threat. These guys are just getting whacked about. Look at them. One by Serpus here. Down to 61 men. We've now got polearms coming up to try and support. Try and scare off the trolls. This might do the job, but we'll have to see. Smash them, boys! Serpent spears are getting surrounded by orcs. It's not looking too good for the forces of Harad and Eastlings on this side. Aduna and Nakori also being defeated over here. Seems as though this Eastling player was just not ready for Mordor, even though it seemed like he was set up ready to go. It does not seem to be the case now. Though it does seem as though the Isengard Center is going to be beaten here. Berserkers, all these Berserkers here, being defeated by Aduna and Nakori. Trolls are the real problem now, and they are fighting polearms, and they are dying. They're dying pretty quickly, actually. Getting focused down, already dying. These Lokirim, though, are taking a few casualties here and there. I mean, they are at 82 men. You can see that these things desperately trying to hold back the horde of orcs that's now set upon Harad's flank. Hold, boys! For independence! For liberty! That's what they're fighting for. They want freedom from Sauron. Hold the line, boys. The trolls in the background running away. What cowards.
Enemy units have returned.
I have a feeling that might be the trolls returning. Yep, they have in fact returned. Does seem as though that the flank over here for Isengard is going to be defeated, though. His White Storm has just been surrounded by a mass of troops. This is probably one too many. Really need to get their cav out and start hammering anviling further down the line. They've got like more Uruk Raiders here, Uruk infantry to be broken. Still plenty that needs to be killed off. They're fighting for this hill. As you can see here, we've got fire as well. Fiery arrows coming in, making it a little bit more cinematic. But yeah, the fight over here is looking really chaotic, really. Like, the orcs are just running riot. Uruks in here, routing. It looks like a lot of Locrium archers. The general is still alive. I thought maybe he was dead because those archers seem to be breaking a little bit early. Got Wards of Rune here. They're fighting on against the Uruks as well. And we've got Servants of the Eye also being committed. Chop them down, boys. Chop them down. Yeah, the Servants of the Eye really getting in there, trying to get in, mix in with the archers, trying to do as much damage as possible to them. Looks like we're about to see a hammer and anvil on these pole arms here. Here we go. In these pole arms go. Oh, that actually could be painful for the Servants of the Eye. I mean, he's got an okay charge off on the pole arms, but now I'm not so sure. And you can see here with the Bane Steps arriving, this unit here is stuck between a rock and a hard place. Mordor's certainly making progress in some areas. I mean, he's beating his clan guards, but that's no surprise. They are pretty crappy. Javis over here are supporting the fight as much as they can, but they're about to get charged by orcs. These Javis are, I imagine, are okay in combat. They've got big shields. They get a club. They're probably okay. If you want to get involved with any of the Rise of Mordor battles, by the way, or any Rise of Mordor streams, or just send in your like own scenarios, then feel free to join the Discord. The link's down below in the description. And as always, you're more than welcome to join and get involved. And we've got a good charge from the Servants of the Eye coming in here. Brace, man! Oh, jeez. There you go. I'll crush this poor little Javi unit. Yeah, these guys are in trouble. It certainly is very close. I mean, numbers are looking even now, but I mean, and certainly Cav is going in favor of the Easterlings and Harad. But there are still some nasty units, Servants of the Eye. They have used the Grenadiers. Pikes are still around, though. It's whether these Mordor troops over here can make themselves handy and beat as much of these things as possible. And this is just a real concern, though, for Mordor and the Isengard. This is big old blob over here. It just keeps moving down. They're not really effectively using this infantry cavalry. They're just, like, keeping it all in combat. And there's a lot here. Like, you don't need 4 units to take on 1. 2 would be enough. 3 at tops. Depends on the unit.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Rangers being sent in. Now you can see there's more Rangers here. And they're actually trying to flank the Morgul Legion here, which is really good. But they're going to get squashed. Oh, it looked like they might get squashed. But the Servants of the Eye did in fact go in somewhere else. They came in down here. They're trying to kill off as many of these Serpent Guards as possible by the looks of it. I mean, this is a general down here. If they can kill the Harad's general, it might be able to rout a few more troops. So I don't know if they'll turn the battle around. Adun and Nakori still in here doing their bit, killing Morgul Legion. Servants of the Eye still down here, being as persistent as possible. You can see here that the Eastlings just trying to hold them back. I mean, it's a tough ask, though. This is a heavy caveat. They are losing, though, now. That is changing it. The general here for the Eastlings has broken. That could do a lot of damage to morale for the Eastlings, perhaps. We will have to see. I mean, it's certainly they're going to be okay if Mordor keeps running into pole arms like this. Like, these orcs are just getting butchered. We've got Wards of Rune over here. They're also doing as much work as possible. There you go. The Allied general has fallen. That is Eastling's general is dead. The orcs are starting to waver over here. This is not a good sign. I think their general might be dead as well. I'm not sure. No, just casualties are staying. Their general is still very much alive. The Witch King has committed, but he's wavering. Look at that. He's actually wavering really early on. I am surprised. And he has actually broken. I think it might be down to fire ammo and things like that. Yeah. Missile projectiles, -6 morale. So he's actually just down to Isengard. Isengard's got his general left to commit, and that is it. Everything else is in there. And it does seem as though this first battle in the road to independence and freedom from Sauron, the Easterlings and Harad are going to win. The storm is here getting surrounded. They are still breaking units here, though. I mean, they're still doing some damage. Well, they're wavering units, not quite breaking them yet. Paul's over here being put in their snake formation. This is what you need to do. You just need to put them in a long, thin formation, pikes, and you can hold so many units back. It's an effective strategy. Carry come in. Look at this. Just a horde of infantry now just trying to rout these last few units of the Isengard. Got cavalry in here, you got infantry, rangers. Everyone just coming together to try and kill these last orcs and urks. Cavalry being killed off still. This is why you don't put cavalry in prolonged melee. It loses a lot of men, especially shock cav like this. I guess, but it does not matter because the battle is over and has been won. And it seems as though the Witch King has in fact rallied. He's going to have one last charge, one last hurrah. Here we go. Let's watch from his perspective. And he breaks. You expected him to get one charge off? No, he breaks. He's like, I will be back. But yes, there he is. In fact, he's just wanting to return. But we will see a Pyrrhic victory anyway for Harad and for the Eastlings. So yes, this one was sent in by everyone here who was playing as Harad. So yeah, well done to him and to Jaeger. And well done to Dizzy Wolf and to Croatian. But as well, he was playing as Isengard, so well done to them all. But yes, we'll quickly look at Harad's army. We have 264 kills with his Umbar Usurpers. Very, very nice there. 219 with his Serpent Guard General. 322 kills with the Aduna Nakori. My god, these guys are just nasty. 98 kills with his Spears. 188 with his Black Serpent Rangers. And then we've got another one here with 248 kills, so even better. His Javi's getting 114, 220 with his Muhad Hunters, 331 kills with the Serpent Guards. Wow, very nice. And we have Jaeger here playing as the Eastlings. His Shock equally doing very well, 328 kills with his Warlords of the Rune, 196 kills with the Bane and Steps is also good, 212 kills with Loki Remaceman. Polearm's not getting that many kills, like 93s. It's pretty good, though, for Loki Remaceman. Archers, 99, the best there, I think. And then we move on to Dizzy Wolf, playing as Mordor. 114 kills with the Witch King. And he still had healthy numbers. He would have gone on and got a lot of kills. Orc Warrior's getting 126 kills. 300 kills with Uruk Throng. Really good kills there. 68 kills with the Orc Pillagers. 132 kills with the Uruk Archers. Trolls getting only a mere 33. And the 7th CI getting 70 kills. Then we have Croatian playing as Isengard. Unfortunately, like his Raiders and stuff just did nothing. 129 kills with the Uruk-hai Infantry, though. Wyern Storm is getting 151. Berserkers 77. Pikes 53. Grenadiers did get 185 kills, but that is by far and away his best unit. So there you go, guys. That is today's battle. Hopefully, I will have the next part of the mini-series very, very soon. And yeah, until then, bye for now.